Hey guys, it's Christy. I am here with another installment in my spring card series. Today I'm going to be using this paper pad by Pebbles. It's called Garden Party, and it's got a really sweet palette and lots of cute springy images. Just give you a quick glance through there. Alright, I'm also going to be using this little stamp called Josie's Brella. This is from Sweet November, and this is the Fairwee line. And so I've stamped her out on some Spectrum Noir Ultra Smooth Premium White cardstock with my Tuxedo Black Memento ink. And I'm going to start with the coloring. I did want to mention that this is the first time that I am trying to film in the evening. It is about 7:30 p.m. here in northwestern PA, and the sun has set, so I have my lights on in my craft room, and I'm not sure that it's going to be well lit enough. I'm really hoping that I'm not going to cast shadows as I lean over the image, but I'm going to try it because it's getting harder and harder for me to film during the day. Just because I work so much now with the second job. So I'm going to try it and we'll see. And you guys let me know what you think, okay? Also, I know you guys really like the real-time coloring, but it is so much harder to do it with the larger and more detailed images just because they take a lot of time. So I'm going to play it by ear. I'm going to start out in real time. If when I'm editing down the video it ends up seeming like it's really long, I might speed up portions of it. So I'm just going to consult my Spectrum Noir color chart here. That's what I always do when I'm coloring an image. I keep it right handy on my desk. And I'm going to begin with some skin tones to color her skin. I'm going to give an all-over wash of the FS1. And I'm going to begin with her face. Laying in some color here. The other difficult thing about real-time coloring with the more detailed images is that I don't know if I can think of enough things to talk about to fill the time. It's, you know, sometimes I get distracted and forget to talk when I'm coloring because it's just so relaxing for me. I'm switching to FS3 for some shadows. I go up into her part here. I need to figure out a better lighting system for filming in the evening. I really don't know what is out there that would be helpful. Maybe a lamp on my desk right over the image would be good, but right now I'm just using the overhead light in the room. We'll see. You guys let me know, okay? So I'm just blending out the FS3 that I laid down with my FS1 again. Laying down that color. I'm going to take a little bit of PP2 for her cheeks. Give her a nice little blush in there. I don't think I'm going to blend that out too much. I might just go over the really outer edges with my FS1 just to kind of fade it. But sometimes if you color over the pink too heavily, especially in the center, you get like a ring because the skin tones are so much lighter, and I really want to avoid that. I am going to move on to her hair, and I will color that with some EB3. I'm not an expert on hair. I find it really difficult to color, and I need some more practice for sure, but basically I'm just laying in strokes of color. It's kind of different than coloring anything else because you don't want that blend. You kind of want to keep the strands more separate, going in with EB5, which I guess I don't have a brush nib in. So just laying in a little bit of darker color there. I am going in now with EB7. Kind of just flicking some more color in there. Trying to go with the grain of the hair. On to EB8, which is my darkest tone. I really hope those shadows aren't really distracting. I can't see my camera from where I sit. I can't see the screen of my camera, I should say. It's up above my head, so I can't really tell what you guys are seeing. I'm going to move on to the flower, and that is going to be yellow because I'm going to try to make a daisy. So I'm starting with CT2. I'm just laying down some initial color there, and then I'm going to go over that with the CT4 and just dot in some color to keep some texture there. And I think I will also take a little bit of GB7, which is a golden brown color, and just do a tiny little bit in there. And then I'm going to go over that again with the CT2 just to kind of mute that out. Okay. Now, in order to keep my daisy looking white, I'm going to go in with some blue turquoises. I'm going to start with the BT1, and I'm going to use my brush nib for that. This is one of the instances where you really want to turn your paper and get the best angle for flicking motion that feels comfortable to you. I'm kind of just starting in the center and flicking in some color there. Really pale. I'm going to take a little BT2 and do the same thing, but I'm just not going to flick quite as far. Just keeping it way up close to the stem, or close to the center, I'm sorry. I'm going to color in her little wings back here with the same technique, just flicking in a tiny bit of that BT2 and then a tiny bit of the BT1. I'm going to do the raindrop the same. I'll do a little DG3 for this flower stem, and again using that bullet tip to get right up in there, kind of just where the shadows would be. And then I'm going to switch to the DG2. I'll bring that color out. Just flicking into that DG3 and dragging it down. And now all that's left is her dress. I'll do PP2, which is the same color we used for her cheeks. And kind of just add a little color here and there. It's a very small area, so there's not a whole lot that you can do here. Just flick it in some color down the back of it. Her little shoes. And then I'll switch to the PP1. Bringing that color out, getting a nice blend there. All right, and just gonna do a little bit of flicking in some sky color. All right. take some DG3 and 2 here and flick in some grass. Just a little bit. Doesn't need to be too much here. Alright, that ought to be good. And I'm going to die cut this and I'll be back to finish the card. Alright, so the coloring portion of the card did take quite a bit of time, so I'm going to try to finish this as quickly as possible. I've gone ahead and cut that out with my Lawn Fawn Circle Stackables die, and I'm going to go ahead and start adhering my pattern paper to the card front. And now I've got this strip that says, "Rain, rain, go away, come again another day." I thought that was really cute. Oh, gotta make sure that my text is going the right way. Okay. I've got a little bit of ribbon here that I'm going to just tie into a knot, which I normally don't do. I normally do bows, but I thought a knot would be something different for a change. Okay. I'll just trim that down with my scissors. Just gonna see how I like that. Okay, I think that's good. I've gone and taken the #awesome stamp set from Lawn Fawn, and I've stamped out the "I like you" sentiment, and then I took the little heart and stamped that with some Angel Pink ink over top of the sentiment just to give it a little bit something extra. Trim that off, and then I'm going to trim this end down and give it a little flag shape. Alright, and then lastly I cut out a couple of clouds with the Spring Showers die set from Lawn Fawn, and I have them right here, and I thought I might adhere these something like that. Maybe just the two. Do I want the smaller one over here? No, that blocks too much of the flower. Okay, I wanted the double one over here because that will be off the pattern paper. And then the single one over here to balance it out. So that will go just like that. So it looks like the raindrop is coming down from the cloud. Just fluff that up a little bit. And then I'm just going to stick 2 regular dimensionals on this one because it's not going to be much overlapping that focal panel. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and round at least this corner. And I think that's it for today. So that's the card. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope the shadows were not too bad for you watching this nighttime video. I'm going to have to obviously get a better lighting system, but that's just going to have to be on my wish list for a little bit still. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.